Greatness is a vision. This idea of perfection, you have this tendency to want to chase it. And at this point, I've come to understand that perfection, or the idea of it, is really an illusion. It's what we set in our minds to try to understand what our world is really about. Early on, as a kid, I was exposed to Renaissance and Baroque imagery, and there was something about it that kept me going back. Their work had a direct connection to how they live their lives. It's not just about their career, it's who they were as people. They devoted their entire lives to creating these things that changed not just art, but the world. And I don't necessarily think that they were after that. They were just trying to search for answers. And as a result, personal lives suffered because of that. Paying attention to this, I think, has helped me connect to my life and work, and understanding that cycle as a process, and that there's a truth in it. The process of pain, combined with an undying love in what you do, somehow synthesize into this fire, this obsession, this freedom that people call passion. And in the beginning, you struggle with this because once that flame is lit, it starts to consume you and takes you deeper and deeper into the work, burning away all your past conditioning until you start to detach from this identity our society says you have to believe in, to live a certain way, or to place value in things outside of yourself instead of what's in. But if you focus, if you remain dedicated, you learn to let go. And I think by surrendering to this process, you get closer and closer and start to respect that nothing of real value or high quality comes without intense labor and sacrifice. Tattooing, like no other art, has a very literal, visceral connection when you think about the blood, pain, and labor that people go through during a session. And at this point, I'm convinced that people don't fly across the world, wait years, and undergo endless hours, days, months to just decorate themselves. I want to believe something deeper is going on. Something spiritual. A transformation is taking place. When I'm completely focused in and I'm in that moment and I'm working, this idea of this person, who I am, and the story I've built for myself in my life is so small of a thing compared to what's happening. I don't need anything, I just need to be there, and the work just takes over. My brain, my mind is no longer getting in the way of trying to control the situation. Because once you've given yourself enough to this process, once you've worked hard enough and sacrificed enough, the results start to just come. I can look back and hold on to a lot of the things that I could have done or should have done or could have done better. But that can't be defining what I do next. This is what matters, being here, being present. The experience of creating something is in the doing of the work itself, and once you're aware that a greater power is creating through you, not for you, then and only then can you make real progress and break through.